Hey guys, what's up? I'm back again today, Season Rebuild, and let's get to it. So today's topic is a topic that I in particular like a lot, and of course, like a lot of other people, I am a basketball fan of a specific player. However, although this player is one of my favorite players, there is a topic around him on whether or not he should be inducted into the Hall of Fame or not. And that player, of course, is Derrick Rose. So I did my research, and I thought that today I would do my video on Derrick Rose. So let's dive right into his rookie season. So in the 2008-2009 season, he played 81 total games. Out of those, he averaged 16.8 points, 6.3 assists, I'm not doing rebounds, and 0.8 steals, while shooting 47.5%, 22% from 3, and 78% from the line. As we know, in this season he ended up winning Rookie of the Year, and was of course because of that on an all-rookie team. And we know that because of this, he was on the all-rookie first team. And then that led to the 2009-2010 season, when he averaged 20.8 points, adding 4 points to his entire point total. And then just like a season later, after 2009-2010, he ended up going off winning MVP, averaging 25 points and 7.7 assists. Now we all know that after that 2010-2011 season, he fell off. He had a really long ACL injury. He didn't play in the 2012-2013 season, and then after that he wasn't the same until he started playing with the New York Knicks. But my goal today is to try and convince all of you watchers, because a lot of people are very critical about this topic. And though I may not be positive that Derrick Rose should be in the Hall of Fame now, there is some hope that he could be in the Hall of Fame when I explain what I'm about to explain to you. So let's take a brief look at his resume. He is a one-time NBA MVP. He is a 2008-2009 Rookie of the Year, as we know. One-time first-team All-NBA, which was his MVP season. He's a three-time All-Star, and he was 22 years old when he won MVP, which actually made him the youngest MVP in NBA history. So, in between late 2011 and early 2014, Derrick Rose ended up playing only 49 total games, as he missed one entire season due to his ACL injury. Look it up, it's really gruesome. And it was at this point that people were worrying about how his legacy would affect his relationship with the Bulls, and whether or not he could be in the Hall of Fame anymore, as this was a freak case of somebody who had gone all the way up to the top, and all of a sudden was all the way down at near the bottom. However, a team still wanted to give him hope, so that team ended up being the New York Knicks. And so the Knicks ended up signing him, and he actually came back to life with the New York Knicks. Although his scoring was never the same, since he was now basically the second or third man, you can argue that, behind Melo and company, he ended up averaging 17.7 points in 2014-2015, playing 51 total games in the season, which although isn't a lot, for Derrick Rose we know now, that was a decent amount. This was one of his worst shooting seasons, as he shot only 40.5% from the field, 28% I almost said 0.5, 28% from 3, and 81.3% from the free throw line. So Derrick Rose struggled this season, but it was his comeback season, and in that, he averaged 4.9 assists, which was a way downgrade from his MVP season of 7.7. And he was just trying to get back into things. However, in 2016-2017, Derrick Rose actually started to show some signs of growth. The man averaged 18 points per game, and while shooting 47% from the field and 87% from the free throw line. He did not shoot good from 3, that's why I'm leaving it out. 87% from the free throw line was very convincing of how much work he had put in, as he had never been a super good free throw shooter. I mean, we're talking about low 80%, high 70%. So this was a major upgrade to his game. But then he went to Cleveland and he got pushed around a little bit, and in the 2018 season in total, he averaged just 8.5 points and he did not shoot well either, except from free throw. However, it was with the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2018-2019 that at this point, nobody was really seeing Derrick Rose as a star anymore. But on Halloween night in the 2018-2019 season, Derrick Rose went off for 50 points, which ended up being his career high. After this emotional game, this was a huge statement to the entire league that Derrick Rose was still Derrick Rose and he had never left. Whether he was trying to find his confidence back or recovering from all these injuries, he was proving people wrong and proving that he deserved to be on the court and he deserved to get paid. And that showed off in the Timberwolves season, as in 2018-2019, he played 51 total games while averaging 18 points, 4.5 assists, half of a steal, and he shot 48% from the field, which, by the way, was nearly a career high dating back to the 2009-2010 season, while also shooting 37% from three, which was also a career high. Well, not also a career high. What am I saying? In this season, he also shot 85.5% from free throw, which sealed the deal that he was worth looking into again. Now, it was at this point that this season, Derrick Rose decided to sign with the Detroit Pistons, in which I was very excited. I recall the day, I was at home, of course, and I was thinking about free agency, and I heard that Derrick Rose signed a 2-year deal with the Detroit Pistons. I was like, great. Or wait, was it 3? No. It was 2, I think. Yeah. Anyways, I thought he was going to be starting with Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond, and then they put him off the bench. And I was like, whoa, hold on now. What's going on? But obviously, he showed himself on the bench, as this season, he has averaged 18.1 points, 5.6 assists, which, by the way, is the most assists in a season he has averaged since that 2011-2012 season, which was the season before his ACL injury. Actually, wait. No, he got the injury during that season. Don't listen to me, this is a lot of information. But he has also been averaging 0.8 steals per game, which may not seem like a lot, but it's dating all the way back to the same 2011-2012 season, which, if you want to argue, since it was only 39 games long, dates back to the season prior, which was his MVP season when he averaged an entire steal a game. He is shooting a career-high 49% from the field this season, and though he's only shooting 30.6% from the three-point line, that's never been his extreme specialty. And both of these seasons have been massive upgrades from the many of the seasons prior. Also, did I forget to mention, he has also shot 87.1% from the free throw line, which is nearly a career high as well. Now, free throws are tricky though, because during his MVP season, Derrick Rose shot or attempted almost 7 free throws a night, which is insane. Where now he's only doing it on average 2.8 times per game. However, what most people forget is that this season Derrick Rose has played 50 games, which is one shy of how many he played last year with the Timberwolves. And before that, it dates back to the New York Knicks in the 2014-15 season, which was also 51 games. And before that, it goes all the way back to his 2010-2011 MVP season. So he has been playing more games in the season. What people forget, though, is that he's averaging 18.1 points off the bench and in 26 minutes per game, which is insane. Whereas from 2008-2012, he was averaging 35 minutes per game. So though his minutes have taken down by almost 10 minutes a game, he's still almost averaging as much as he did. Well, okay, not as much. Like 4 points per game off from the 2011-2012 season. But he has been coming back to life. And with the Detroit Pistons and Minnesota Timberwolves, specifically, I think with the Pistons, he has shown that he can be a difference maker. He can take a team on his back when they lose their star players, like Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin. Now, when I say take them on their back, I don't mean winning, because I'm pretty sure the franchise is trying to tank. What I'm saying, though, is that he's being effective, and he's stepping up, and he's scoring, and he's doing what he needs to do, while he was also doing what they needed him to do off the bench. So, though the Pistons are currently 20-46, Derrick Rose has started only 15 of 50. 15 of 50. Do the math. This season, he also had 12 assists in a single game, which outbeats any game since the 2011-2012 season. And here is the most insane part of all of this. Derrick Rose is making about $7 million a year on this contract. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are either confused as to why he's only making $7 million, or you're like, Noah, he's injury prone. Wait, I just gave away my name. Yes, he is injury prone, and that is why they didn't pay him a lot, but it's proving now that he is worth the risk. Because though he missed a few games in this season, and he had some kind of small injury right when the hiatus began for the coronavirus, he is improving in almost every single column and stepping up as a leader once again. Now here's where it gets interesting, the whole Hall of Fame part. Derrick Rose is currently 31 years old. And I'm sure he's not like LeBron James, who is like 35, 36, and still putting up like insane numbers. So we have to start thinking, his decline is probably going to start soon, right? But if you guys pay attention to the news, you'll notice that there's talk about the 76ers wanting to acquire Derrick Rose, as well as the Lakers. The Lakers news has been going on for a while. I really wanted them to trade for Derrick Rose, but they were like, I was almost disgusted that they didn't even want to trade Alex Caruso for Derrick Rose. Listen, Alex Caruso fans, I like the guy. He is good, don't get me wrong. But I honestly would rather take Derrick Rose over Alex Caruso if you're going to make a title run. Like, if you're going to go for a title run, take Derrick Rose. Like, I know it's kind of scary because he's injury prone, but based off of what he's shown this year, if he can manage that right, that's a big if, then that's a championship for LeBron, it's a championship for AD, it's a championship for Derrick Rose, which, by the way, that championship is very key to the whole Hall of Fame thing. And that's a championship for everybody on the Los Angeles Lakers. Think about it. A lot. If Derrick Rose ends up going back to Chicago in his late career, I feel like that could also boost up the expectation of him making the Hall of Fame. Simply because if he can do well for Chicago, and not just be like Luol Deng, who came back and signed with Chicago and then retired, I feel like that would help make feelings a lot better. And I feel like that'd be like the perfect storybook ending as well. Now, especially if they made the playoffs, or oh my goodness, if they won the championship, then that's perfect story setting. But he is slowly coming back, and he is coming back to his form. He's scoring more, he's shooting much more proficient, he's dishing out more assists, though he's averaging 5.5 assists per game this season, which is the most he has had since the 2011-2012 season, which was short from his ACL injury. And honestly, I want the best for the guy, He's struggled so much, and now he's starting to find a rhythm again. I can't help but feel super happy for the guy. I mean, watching him is super fun. I went to a Hornets game. Yeah, represent. I went to a Hornets game in November, the one that Malik Monk hit the game winner against the Pistons. And Derrick Rose stepped up. I mean, though he wasn't very clutch at the very end, he stepped up during the game, and it was really fun to see him. And I, as a Hornets fan, was pretty scared. But anyways, there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, and I will be back next week. Have a great day.